Right guys, in my hands today, Callaway Steelhead XR Fairway. This is old school gone new school. I remember this club pretty well, selling this club in pro shops. It's got the hot old Hawkeye sole, but it's got modern ideas with faces and crowns, powers, those kind of things. Dry ball data on the course here at Dawlish. Let's show you what this club could do for your golf. Let's get stuck in. So Steelhead XR definitely looks very old school classic. So we're talking versatile, little round shape, kind of quite low and forward here to try and give you better interaction out of the rough and fairways. Old classic V Callaway line. We get the little step that you see on top here as well. We're getting the versatile sole they're saying, which we kind of saw years ago, and to be honest with you, lots of people did kind of feel, look at the this coming from the mat I was testing on earlier, that stuff, that they could hit this club from different lies, and this is why you often find these clubs still hanging around in people's golf bags today. New carbon crown allows them to keep the top of it light so they can move CGs where they want. That is a very small little train. One from the tee, one from the ground, and then we're going to play two approach shots with it as well, and it does feel very almost hybrid like in its shape, not as in small, but in its the way it hugs the ground and kind of gets down there by the ground, almost a blue top crown, and you see the little checkers of the kind of carbon in the top as well. Hit that nice. It sounds exactly like the old one. Not bad feeling off the face. Like I say, it does feel, I'm going to hit one from the ground now, that I remember what the old one felt like. I actually gamed the one before this, but loads of people used to game this club, didn't they? I mean, how many of you, post comments down below, have still got this club in your bag? Going from the ground, it does just feel super easy, and that's what Callaway burst onto the scene with. I remember when they burst, the clubs that were just felt much easier than others to hit in different situations. So Callaway are very much saying it's old, visiting the new technology, face cup, carbon crown, but still got the versatility. All that modern tech. I mean, I can compare this to an old one if I get my hands on one, would be interesting. I don't think if you got them fitted almost the same length ideas, that kind of thing, you'd see much difference. Head feels a little bigger than they used to be, which is only going to help many more golfers. Shall we take a look at the dry ball data? Come on, let's go and have a look at this test data. And when you look at this data, just look at the ball speeds, how they move on all the tests, including this one, because it confuses me when I see people saying that I don't hit it in different parts of the face. Why? Let's look at the ball speeds as they move and rethink that. So Steelhead fairway wood, averaging 223 carry, top carry 232, but then dropping down to 216, so 142, 143 ball speed, then dropping down to 138 as I hit it on different parts of that face. Spinning around 3,300 revs, top spin 4,200. Bottom spins getting down, so you can see my longest ball came from a higher strike because I'm straight. I'm getting spins down at 2,547. The numbers are fine. It's not the longest free wood in the world, but it's certainly not the shortest. It sits in that 220 gap for me. I like my free wood to get to kind of 220 to 230 a bit more. It's like I say, not the longest one in the world, but it's a 15-degree loft where I would game a 14. But does feel like I can hit it from a variation of lies, which let's get out on the course and see if that's true or not. So this is the one from the ground, and just up here is the one from the tee. One from the tee just pushes that extra distance because easier to strike a bit higher on the face. Obviously once you've teed that ball up, that's going to reduce that spin a little bit, which hopefully will just push it on that little bit further, as long as it doesn't launch too high, because then obviously into the wind can balance all those things out. And this is why it's so important that you try and test these clubs in gaming situations. I'm going to play a free wood from the deck and I'm going to play it from the tee, and I want to know how the club feels from those two different situations. I've seen so many fitters, testers, just smashing balls. I don't even know what that means when you do that. Like, what are we doing? We're just smashing balls. I don't know. Oh, I've smashed balls there. They've been smashed. on the course. Oh, this is a narrow one, isn't it? I might come down the shaft a bit. Oh, right, yeah, I'm tested, have you? Come on, get real testing. When you're doing your fits, think situation. Fairway ball, relatively flat, 246 yards out. Same yardage out, we nearly took my hat off them. That would have been a treat for you all. Ball below my feet, in some rough. Situation test, versatility test. This club is meant to be more versatile. Let's see, shall we? Relatively tight lie. Feels nice sitting down by the ball. I love the way this bottom bit really gets down into the ground. Biggest noticeable thing is this just feels very long in the shaft compared to how I remember this club feeling. They've done that because you all want more distance, I think. That's going to take a good hit for me to get there, and that is not a bad one. It's just slightly cutting to the right though. Not bad, just short right I think. Let's see how versatile balls goes. Now I would definitely play this club from this kind of lie. I mean I do anyway with my 3-wood, and it's something I always think about in a 3-wood because it's a club I do need to be okay with if I want to compete with longer hitters. Oh, that's come out lovely. A bit lower, obviously that ball below my feet. See, I think that is there. Caught that one slightly kind of bottom heely, and that's where I think this club will win for people. You could see from my dry ball data, nothing special, but when it comes to a club that I can gain from different situations, I'm liking that. This is heather. It's sat okay, but a lot of grass around it. Shall we? So we're still the 240 out. This is risky. Little high on the face of the strike, which I'd expect from there, but came out maybe 20 yards short. So this is heather ball, about 20 yards short. This is fairway ball, and it's just short of all, but kind of pin high with the front of the green, pin at the back, slightly to the right. This bit further on to the green and closer, pin just back here. This is the one below my feet from the semi. So Callaway XR Steelhead, I'm not seeing anything new, and that's what I like about it. I'm seeing where we are at the minute with clubs, maybe longer lengths, bigger heads, possibly some more ball speed, but that's debatable. Again, you go and try. But we're seeing what is still great and was great then. It kind of is testament to how good some of their early clubs were, wasn't it? That they can go backwards like this and still produce a great club. I think anyone who loves these clubs and wants to update, go and see if you get any more help from them, because you'll like everything you like about your old ones in this new package. And if you're looking for a fairway wood, it looks great, it feels good, no changeability, and possibly on this, look at this tee everyone, this is the 18th tee at Dawlish. What an amazing tee box this is. Look, sorry, this is a review. Yeah, I mean it's just solid, it's just nice. It's going to be playing into what you think you want to do with a 3-wood. If you're just hitting it from the tee, it definitely feels like it might go a bit high and no adjustability. I don't know if I'll put up if there's different lofts like 3+. I used to have a 3+ in the one before this, I think, which is where good players would want to go, because it does feel like it's going to go a bit high, which is that kind of compromise when you've got everything kind of packing that punch down at that bottom. But when it comes to hitting out different lies and different settings, I think you'll struggle to find a 3-wood that's more versatile than this. Let me know guys, post comments down below, and remember, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video if you like the on-course and dry ball data testings, because people can get lost in dry ball numbers. Let me know. Yeah, quite enjoying that one.
Ryan Little.